Hello, friends. I'm Passable. I'm a transgender woman, and we can do anything. Before I go into my long diatribe about my fears and what's going on, if you're out there and you're watching, you're a friend of the channel, and you live somewhere south in the eastern United States, I've been looking at, I have some people I want to meet, but not really stay with, but just meet in Tennessee. And south of there, someplace where it doesn't get too cold, and you have an extra bedroom, a spot in the driveway for my van so I can plug into, and you're comfortable with meeting me and me maybe staying for a week or two, please message me, because having those a place to land, a place to get my van towed to, if something were to, I was to blow a radiator hose or something like that and need someone to tell me what mechanic in town is good or whatever, or wait for a part that I need before I get back on the highway, and you were just chill with me being there for a little bit. I'm not a burden. Ask the people that I live with. They don't want me to leave. They like me. I'm very useful. I'm good at fixing things. I know how to take care of myself. I clean up after myself okay. I'm an adult. I sleep a lot, but I don't eat too much, and I pretty much pay my own way for the things that I do, I'm not any trouble, if you are willing and interested in having me, I can't promise that I'm going to make my way to where you're at, but it'll be interesting. It will be encouraging, to know that there's places to go. And if nobody responds, well, maybe that's my sign that it's really not time to go yet. Maybe that it's not time to write that part of the story. So I already did record ramblings, tons of ramblings about what my fears are and what people who are close to me are talking to me about. And so I am going, if you want to watch that, just stay tuned. I'm just gonna roll you right into that. I'm at a phase in my life that's a little different than what I don't know. I was married for a number of years, and I was in that kind of a relationship, and I'm not really looking for that again. And I didn't know what was going to happen or what was going to come. And for a little while, a couple of years ago, I was living with a guy, and that was cool. But it felt kind of restrictive. And then I moved in with into a drag house. It was an apartment built. It was a house that was an apartment, and I rented a room and shared the rest of the common spaces with the other people who rented there, and that was cool. And now I'm staying in a big house with another person who owns the house. So they're my roommate, but they're also my landlord, whereas before I kind of shared things. It's like a situationship, we're platonic, we're friends. Most of the time we get along really well. I share a portion of the, the housework, and in exchange for really reasonable cost of living. I don't have romantic partners here. I don't bring people here, and if I want some type of, I can't host. How's that sound? Which is fine, I guess. Really did not intend to be staying here for very long, and it's already been all summer, months and months that I've been here. And I'm not unhappy with it. I think that the friend that I'm staying with, I think they think that I'm upset with them because I'm leaving, but leaving was always the plan, and they know that. And I've had some issues with the van. And at this point, there's very little holding me back. Not everyone is too confident in a van of this age with you're a good girl. You can't see, but I'm a good girl. She's a good girl. Tina is in fighting condition mechanically. She's ready to go. She's got brakes, she's got motor, she's got transmission. It's all good. I'm doing a little patch, and then we're going to get inspection stickers, and then we're legal and insured and all the things we need to do. We've got a spare tire, I got some road tools and towing service. Like, no matter what happens, we'll get there. Several friends, multiple, including my roommate, my previous roommate, and just some other friends. So my friends, they're like encouraging, like they want to see me go on adventures, but they see that I have physical and mental and emotional limitations. Like, I can't go all day like people who are younger, people who are not physically damaged. I have spinal injury that is like long term, and it's just, hey, it's just life. I have medications I have to take in addition to HRT to allow me to function through pain. And, I get tired, I get exhausted, I need lots of rest. So, I'm disabled, I can't work full time. I can do like one thing, for a little bit really well, but then I just can't do anything. It takes forever to recover from strenuous like activity, and like driving and things like that are really hard for me. So they're concerned that like I won't be able to go and go off and take care of myself alone, and it's a tough read, you know what I mean? Like, they love me and they don't want me to go, and they want me to be safe, but they also like don't want me to go, but they do want me to go. I don't want to just run off and disregard the advice, the guidance of these people that I care about and I trust. So I'm listening. So I'm seriously considering wintering here in Pittsburgh. It's not what I want to do. It's not at all what my plan was. And the situation where I'm staying now was very unstable. The property was for sale, maybe is for sale still, but there's a really, I guess the likelihood now is that it'll come off the market, and the owner is going to sit it out for the winter and probably put the house back on the market in the spring. So that offers me like stability. Like, hey, if you want to stay, your rent will be really modest, and because I know that you can help with things, and I could use the extra help, and I could use the security of having another woman around the house, and we get along good, and the good reasons that I don't want to ignore or discount, they're good reasons to stay, and they're telling me, they're reminding me that yes, the weather is milder in the South, but it probably is not going to be fun living in a van. That's metal, it'll be like staying in a tin can. I didn't get it together the way I would have liked to. I did get a bunch of mechanical things done, and I got some life things done. And so I had like, one of the things that was slowing me down was the financial burden of the surgery that I had on my neck. My portion, my copayment on that was 20% of that surgery, and it's like it was like $2,500, which that doesn't sound like a lot, but the bill is like $200 a month. Oh, and my orchiectomy, they added that onto that bill. So the bill for those two surgeries together is like $200 a month. But it's not $200 a month for forever. It's $200 a month for, I don't know, a year or 18 months. I couldn't start paying on it right away. So I still have some months to pay on it, but if I pay on it all winter, it'll be paid off by spring. When I was sick after surgery, I had to just pay whatever came up. I really couldn't address some of the things that needed done in my life. And so when you can't do anything, when you're completely and utterly disabled and bills come along, you just have to throw money at them. So I have some debts that I have to, pay on for a little while. And if I stayed here till spring, I could get them paid off. The very good likelihood with the low cost of living that I have staying here, that I could pay off my debt and then by spring be free of that burden, so that when I'm traveling, I don't have to make payments on that stuff every month. And finding that money while I'm trying to travel is going to be really rough. Fuel and living costs, the costs of having a place to sleep, meals, everything's more expensive when you're not like situated in a household. It's a lot to think about. I do not want to postpone my adventure. I don't. I want to go. Oh, I want to go. And I'm so scared. Like, it's really scary to just up and go. It really is. I mean, I don't know if you've never done it. Have you ever done it? Have you ever packed up everything and just went on the road with no, like, home base? It's a bit terrifying, And so I'm a bit terrified, and I don't know how much it is messing with my ability to decide, like to make good decisions. So I'm turning to the people that I trust, like the same people that if things go really bad, I'll be running home to with my tail between my legs. I'm trying to listen to them. Like, are you going to just be like, here with like, told you so? Because I don't want to run home to that. If I have to come home, I want to come home to people who are like, hey, we're so glad you're back. Not, told you so, you shouldn't have even left. And would anybody say that? I don't know. I can't tell the difference between people who are just looking out for me and people who are like, don't be stupid, And I'm even asking, like, where is it coming from? And then I can't tell. I think they really think it's probably not prudent. I'm a grown woman. I'm just not some kid, and I do have disabilities, and I don't have an unlimited supply, but honestly, I have nobody to fall back on for money, Like, I don't have a friend that I can call and be like, I'm broke down and I need $1,000 to put a new motor in the van. Like, there's nobody for me to call. I'm going to be screwed if something like that happens, which I don't think it will. People go. People do it. People get in their, people end up homeless and sleeping in their car, and they figure out a way, But, like, I don't want to, like, thrust myself into that unnecessarily. I don't know. Everybody thinks I'm a little bit nuts, and they're not wrong, But at least I want to do it in an entertaining way. I don't want people to be afraid for me unnecessarily. I want it to be an adventure, I want it to be exciting, but not necessarily terrifying, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to ride on the Kittyland rides, but I'm staying off of the death spiral circle thing. Like, like I want the happy medium, the smooth ride. So, my phone fell off of the, mount, and I don't know. I think I said the things that I needed to say, so I'm not gonna go on anymore. Before, it's a beautiful day in Pittsburgh. It's like 78. It's nice, and I have things I need to do anyways. So I am going to, I'm just going to, what's it called? I'm going to let it bake. I'm going to let it simmer. And, I will see what kind of response I get from people. If I get any suggestions, if I get any invitations, I'm going to make some phone calls to some people that have, in the future kind of suggested, and make sure it's still okay and see where they're at. Because for months I thought I was leaving any day. And then it just like the whole summer went, and, it's a little more dangerous traveling in the cold weather, because if I get stranded somewhere, I will freeze to death. So we're not going to do that. And if I have to get a hotel room, like that will exhaust my fuel money and stuff like that really quick, so like I kind of have to have good fallback plans. So we're going to see where that goes. I'm going to work on the van so that it's ready with an inspection sticker by the end of this week, and keep packing and maybe work on my bicycle, those kinds of things. I'm going to keep making videos. I'm really loving making videos again. I feel like there's people who are interested in watching, commenting, stuff like that. Whereas over the summer, nobody really gets around to too much YouTube. So you can kind of expect a sort of steady flow for a little while. When I get on the road, I'm going to be documenting that, try and make it interesting as well. Hopefully meet some people, make some friends. And until I talk to you again, thank you for watching.